What up, everyone? Welcome to Nerd Report and Merry Christmas to everybody. Christmas season or happy holidays or whatever you want to call it. Just have a good one, man. Just have a good one. Make sure you're here on Nerd Report. What day is it today? Is it today? Today's Monday, right? Very, very strange. I can't even tell the days anymore. Uh, and everything. I got to double check. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're spending a good time with your family. If not, you're hanging in here with us or you're just chilling by yourself. Even if you're working, it's all good. Your dog's hyper today, Heather, whatever. All right. What else is going on with everybody? Feel free to share how your day is going. If your dog's hyper, all good. We love it. We love it. Did anyone get notified here? Let me know in the comments. Did anyone get notified? The internet's acting a little weird. Let me know in the comments. Are we actually on? There we go. Let's talk about a few things here and there. We'll talk about Luigi Mangione. He pleads not guilty in a New York court. We have the entire video. Little strange. We'll talk a little bit about Blake Lively's lawsuit drama and the drones. Are the drones still hitting hard? Are the drones still in effect, folks? Let me know in the comments. Did you get notified? Something weird's going on here right now. I just want to double check. Hey, I'll go over the news. I don't know if anybody got notified. I'll just yap at you all. Hopefully you all are having a good time and everything watching Nerd Report. Welcome to all the nerd troopers. That being said, let us know what city, country, or state are you watching from. Yeah, let's go. Jules, Matthew in the house. Before I continue, breaking news right now. Let me see if I can even share this with you all. Breaking news for everybody to see. Former President Bill Clinton has been hospitalized. He is 76. Seems to be doing all right, but he does have a fever. Was hospitalized today, Monday, and is undergoing testing after developing a fever. So Clinton's former deputy chief of staff wrote on X, aka Twitter, whatever you want to call it. The president was admitted to Georgetown University Medical Center in Washington, D.C., but is doing fine. He remains in good spirit and deeply appreciates the excellent care he is receiving, as I get 1,000 text messages here. So we wish President Clinton a speedy recovery. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He's undergone some surgery. Here it says he's underwent quadruple bypass heart surgery in 2004. Heard about that. And then he had some open arteries 6 years later. So there you go. Bill Clinton doing much better, folks. But he still remains in the hospital. It doesn't matter. We put politics aside. When it comes to health and stuff like that, he served our country. So there you go. He did it the best way he knew. Okay, Jules, you like the new background? Cool. A little bit more professional. All right. And then in other news, did you hear about this? This guy right here. A woman got set on fire in New York subway. Yes, folks. The same subways that Marine, is it Penny? I forgot his first name. Was actually he was accused of ending someone for defending the people inside the subway because he interfered. He dared it to interfere. But here's a guy who actually ended someone alive with FIRE. All right. And right now it is coming out. He was an illegal immigrant who set a woman on FIRE on a subway. He was deported during Trump and snuck back. Are you guys and gals listening to this? That's right. The guy that was deported during Trump, evil Trump, the guy with the evil tweets, Orange Man, he deported this guy. This guy came back and ended a woman that was sleeping on the New York subway system. Are you all good with that? Does this work? Is my mic on? This is ridiculous. This is terrible. Everybody wants to talk about they eat the dogs, they eat the cats. That's all you remember, but you don't address this issue right here. Read that headline, folks. Illegal immigrant who set woman on FIRE on subway was deported under Trump, but snuck back in. This is disgusting. And if you support this, you are disgusting too. Just for a cheap vote. This should be all news. This should be everywhere. The 33-year-old man who set a stranger on fire at New York City, at a New York City subway, was in the U.S. illegally from Guatemala. This guy, real quick, I want to make one thing clear. He doesn't represent Guatemalans. Guatemalan people are awesome. So please, don't you dare judge Guatemalans because of this piece of garbage. All right? I don't even want to mention his name. Has been charged with ending and arson in the first degree after a woman was burned to end on the F train in Brooklyn just before 7:30 a.m. on Sunday. Police told the Daily Mail, sorry. He sat there and watched her. This is so bad, Jules. I didn't know that. Read the screen. Read the screen. But you all, this is what's awful, right? Everyone's gonna remember, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, right? But they'll conveniently not address this. Is that they won't address this, but they'll address the dogs and the cat thing because it's stupid. It's awful. It's incredibly awful. The footage was posted. Chilling footage showed the moment a man in a hoodie sat on the platform at the, oh man. Yeah, this is awful, man. Look at him. Why would you do that to someone, man? It's ridiculous. Why would you do that to someone? Where's the outrage? Where is it? Does my mic work? Where's the outrage? Right? Effing terrible, man. Effing terrible. All right, let's get to our next topic, the drones. Are the drones still a thing? Are drones still a big thing in the news? I feel like they've kind of slowed down a little bit. Although, like, there are a lot of people coming forward saying that these are foreign. I think these are aliens. And then there's a lot of people saying that they're just airplanes. Are they just airplanes? Some of them do look like airplanes. I gotta admit. But this is a messed up story. A fallen drone seriously injures boy during Florida holiday show, his mother says. Now, this kid right here, he was enjoying a show. Let me see if there's a picture of him. No picture of him. Okay, great. He's enjoying a drone show, and the 7-year-old gets hit by a drone as it falls off or from the sky. Now, I've seen these drone shows. They are amazing. These drone shows are really, really good, I must say. And drones always fall. They always fall from the sky. They're not very stable. So with the other drones, you know, we've heard the news about those big drones in New Jersey. I was a bit shocked that we never really saw those fall. Although there were reports that one crash landed. But yeah, they're constantly breaking down and falling, you know. So that's not new, but yeah, it's sad that this kid got hit with it and he is injured. He's what? He'll be getting that from all right. What do you guys think of that? And other news also, we have Luigi Mangione, okay? He had a day in court today. He's pled. What is the latest on this guy? He's pled not guilty. Today he was in court. Today he appeared in Manhattan court, pled not guilty to state charges, including ending and terrorism related to Brian Thompson's death. All right, let's check out his demeanor inside court. Because I didn't know this was going to be filmed, but let's check it out right now. This is interesting. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Actually, let me get the audio in there. Let me make sure the audio is in there so I don't have to ask you. Here we go. Let me know if the audio is coming in well, guys.
24, charging with the crime of murder in the first degree and other related charges.
Dude's got 4 cops on him. Right? 2 cops are they're just staring at him, ready to go, man. Look at that.
Are you pleased with this indictment, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. People.
Your Honor, we have.
All right, let's hear his voice. Hold on a second. What the hell's wrong there? He says not guilty. You could hear his voice for the first time without yelling, right?
This indictment, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. People.
Your Honor, we have a copy of the indictment, notice of immigration consequences, as well as rap sheet. I believe the court has it. We give the court an extra copy and one to counsel. Does the court wish that we be heard with respect to bail?
Well, what is the situation with the federal authorities? They have a security report on.
As we understand that we have primary jurisdiction, and we have been informed by the U.S. Attorney that they intend on allowing us to try our case first. So with respect to whatever goes on there, as the party with primary jurisdiction, the trial and the sentencing will take place here prior to anything that takes place in the federal system.
Okay, so does that mean it's going to get everything gets televised until they go to the feds? Does anyone know? Thanks for that super chat, cultural call out. Merry Christmas, Nerd Troopers. Thank you.
Allowing us to try our case first. So with respect to whatever goes on there, as the party with primary jurisdiction, the trial and the sentencing will take place here prior to anything that takes place in the federal system.
So what you just said, the answer is it's fine if we take custody today.
That I'm not sure, because Your Honor signed a writ in which it says that we're going to return the defendant to federal custody. So I think that would be step two. I do think that logically, as the party with primary jurisdiction, the custody should be here, but I asked the court, in light of the court signing the writ indicating that we would return him to federal custody, that be done at a later time.
Well, I've been through this before, and if you do that, they will rig him right out of here. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But if you work it out with them, that we will take custody rather than us bringing them back for any proceedings, that'll be great.
We will make every effort to accomplish that, Your Honor.
But there should be some kind of detainment, and you know that.
Yes.
If their security order changes, there should be some mechanism that he's brought here.
Absolutely.
And then
Those two cops, they do not turn away, man. Right? Those two cops are like flies on shit. Two cops in the front and then those two on the side.
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to make a record, if that's okay with Your Honor. First, we'd request immediate expedited discovery in this case. The people have had this case for about almost 3 weeks, and that's more than enough time to gather as much information as they can give to us, especially now that we have two proceedings that we have to answer to, one of them being death eligible. So we are requesting that we get immediate discovery of the New York City Police Department and FBI.
Now, just so you know, he is in the same facility, I believe, as Puff Daddy or Diddy or whatever you want to call him, right? He's in the same place, just like we told you. Yeah, they both have red shirts, like Christmas. Maybe they have a crush on each other. I don't know.
And federal and state documents. And the second thing I want to make a record of, Your Honor, is I'm very concerned about my client's right to a fair trial in this case. He's being prejudiced by some statements that are being made by government officials. Like every other defendant, he is entitled to a presumption of innocence. But unfortunately, the way this has been handled so far, his rights are being violated. And as you know, Your Honor, there's a wealth of case law guaranteeing his right to a fair trial, but none of the safeguards have been put in place yet here. In fact, it's just the opposite of what's been happening. He's a young man, and he is being
He's a young man, and then she like grabs his muscle. He's a young man. Did you see that? Why is she touching him? That's weird. Who else think that's weird?
In fact, it's just the opposite of what's been happening. He's a young man, and he is being treated like a human ping pong ball between two warring jurisdictions here. These federal and state prosecutors are coordinating with one another, but at the expense of him. They have conflicting theories in their indictments, and they're literally treating him like he is like some sort of political fodder, like some sort of spectacle. He was on display for everyone to see in the.
He made himself a political. He made himself political, right? Or am I wrong?
Biggest staged perp walk I've ever seen.
Yeah, that perp walk was ridiculous, man. This is weird too. If you ask me, I don't know. It's kind of like they want to make a show out of it, like the state or wants to make a show out of it. The perp walk was just
It was absolutely unnecessary. He's been cooperative with law enforcement. He had been in custody for over a week. He waived extradition.
No, well, ma'am, with all due respect, he was, if it is him, he was running, right? He he didn't give himself up. He was caught in Philly, right? Wasn't he caught in Philly?
Enforcement. He had been in custody for over a week. He waived extradition. He was cooperative at all accounts. There was no reason for the NYPD and everybody to have these big assault rifles that, frankly, I had no idea it was in their arsenal. That
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's irrelevant. If they have, she says she didn't know they had those assault rifles in their arsenal. I mean, they have to deal with people that use weapons as well, right?
and to have all of these the press there, the media there, it was like perfectly choreographed. And what was the New York City mayor doing at this press conference, Your Honor? That just made it utterly political. And as Your Honor knows, under Lauro v. Charles, the Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit has held it to be clearly established that these staged perp walks to the media, unrelated to a legitimate law enforcement objective, is unconstitutional. And I submit there was zero law enforcement objective to do that sort of perp walk.
The perp walk was just, when I saw that, I thought it was AI. I gotta be honest with you. Who else saw the perp walk and thought it was over the top? By the way, folks, let me know if you got notified today. Let me know if you got notified. Let me know in the comments. Thank you.
There's absolutely no need for that whatsoever. And frankly, Your Honor, the mayor should know more than anyone of the presumption of innocence that he too is afforded when he dealing with his own issues. And frankly, I submit that he was just trying to detract from those issues by making a spectacle of Mr. Mangione.
Wow,
and there are consequences to this. He has a right to a fair trial. And I just want to put on the record statements that the mayor made publicly about my client. Nothing saying alleged, for example. And he said, I wanted to send a strong message with the police commissioner.
Shelley says, I have no sympathy for him. Yeah, no, I don't, I don't, Shelley, but I don't like the insurance companies. But that doesn't mean you do that to anyone, right? Maybe it could have been settled a different way. It needs to be settled a different way. Because people can't just take a weapon and what if he, there's so many things. He could have hit the lady that was next to him. He could have hit the wrong person. He's not the shooter, Bob says. It's not him. Why don't you think it's not him, Bob? Let me know why you think it's not him.
That we're leading from the front. I'm not going to just allow him to come into our city. I wanted to look him in the eye and state, you carried out this terrorist act in my city, in the city of New York that I love. And he wanted to show symbolism.
If you compare the eyebrows to the shooter, it's not even close. They're exactly the same to me. They're exactly the same. Plus, it doesn't help that he had the ID that they used in the what is it, the hostel. He had the same ID there. I mean, the eyebrows are the same. No, he doesn't have a unibrow. I saw that picture. There's no unibrow in the guy with the, plus this guy has a unibrow too. Look, you can almost see it's together right there. Saturday Night Live audience applauded this guy when his name was mentioned. Demented. Wonder what if Saturday Night Live lit up their applause sign. I don't know. Oh, you talking about this weekend? Well, I mean, at least it says they're pro. Are they pro-gun now? Are all the liberals pro-gun? Are all the progressives pro-gun now? I don't know. They both have the same eyebrows, Bob. And same ID they use for the hostel. Same weapon. He had the weapon in his hand. You know what I mean? He yelled out when he was being transferred. He yelled out to the press, the American public is being lied to. If it was some random dude, Bob, no, seriously, like if it was some random dude, why would he yell out the same political slogans or similar ones consistent with the manifesto? The dude is guilty, period. Mike, but he does deserve to go to trial. And Bob's thing about the eyebrow needs to be looked at. I do believe in that. I just don't think it's valid, but it should be looked at. I doubt he could. The eyebrows are the same to me. The eyebrows are the same. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if there's a Luigi eyebrows. Not the same. Let me see if we can get a side by side. I mean, they're the same. It's Luigi's eyebrows are almost unibrow. They're almost unibrow. All right, let's keep going.
Your Honor, he's not a symbol. He's somebody who is afforded the right to a fair trial. He's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
And the mayor was talking to jurors, future potential jurors that elected him. Those are the people that elected him that he is talking to and calling this man a terrorist. So, Your Honor, I just want to make a record of this and put everyone on notice that this has to stop. And my client is entitled to a fair trial and the presumption of innocence.
I do agree with that.
And we're going to fight these charges, whether it's in the state or federal, to the fullest extent. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, well, as you know, I have very little control as to what happens outside of this court. But I can guarantee you, as I guarantee every defendant who comes through these doors, that the defendant will receive a fair trial. And we will carefully select the jury if that time comes or when that time comes.
I mean, we'll compare the eyebrows in a bit. I mean, a lot of dudes do pluck their eyebrows, especially if you're going unibrow. That's like people kind of make fun of that. I mean, this guy probably had a lot of people making fun of him. Come on, his name's Luigi. That's he got a real lawyer. His name's Luigi, god dang it, right? He probably got made fun of. And he seemed like a dude that cared about his looks. So he may have plucked his eyebrows.
But yes, we should expedite discovery.
Your Honor, the discovery in this case is voluminous, to say the least. I have never seen a case with such volume of evidence, aside from the issue of the quality of the evidence. I suggest to counsel, because we have a discovery portal, but given how much evidence there is against this defendant, it would be smarter if counsel could provide us with a 2 terabyte external drive rather than rely on the crashing of the portal. With respect to statement and identification notice, we will be giving that notice within the next 15 days. We're preparing an ADF. We'll do our best to expedite.
See the way he's turning his head? I've never seen anything like that. Look. He's giving a look like he doesn't understand what the lawyer's saying, like almost like the words are too big for him.
Discovery, but I'll say that with redactions and with the volume of it, we're hoping to do it as best we can under, this is not a usual case in terms of the thousands of hours of video tracking and the like, and the fact that we're not only responsible for discovery in this county, but in Altoona, where the arrest was made and where several officers were involved. And we're in touch with those people, and we're going to get everything counsel's entitled to.
That lawyer's pissed.
As to other issues, I think a 30-day adjournment to see where we're at, and to, of course, council's aware of the various notices. We have notices as well. I take it that the council will abide by the statutory limitations on their notices with respect to any notices they believe to be appropriate. As to council's record on the mayor, basically repeating what the mayor said, I don't know how that advances the ball. We will comply with our ethical obligations with respect to trying this defendant's guilt in this courtroom and this courtroom alone. Thank you.
Now, does anyone know why this was filmed and the prior stuff wasn't? I mean, sorry, not the prior, but the later stuff is not going to be filmed because it's federal? Or they're still trying to decide whether or not this is civil or federal? I don't get it. Correct. Let's get those likes up, man. What is it? It's pathetic, man. The likes here are pathetical. Hey, but like I said, we're going to bring you, we don't care anymore. This is the deal, folks. Join our other platforms, all right? We got Rumble, Nerd Report on Rumble. We got The Nerd Report on Instagram. We got The Nerd Report on X. We're going to go on other platforms, and we're on Twitch, Nerd Report. I know it's annoying, but look, if people aren't getting notified, and guess what? One thing, and you guys got my back here, one thing we have been doing is breaking the news before anyone. Before anyone. We were the first channel to reveal that Luigi and Diddy may be in the same prison facility. Then a week later, everybody started reporting on it. Did we get credit? No. I'm saying we, the entire community. We were the first one to say, wait, stop. Those Jay-Z accusations need to be a little bit more looked at. You can't just say he's guilty. He's acting like a guy who's not guilty. Now, you could disagree with that, but the fact of the matter, 2 days later, everyone's like, hey, maybe this guy's not guilty. We were the first ones to report on the possible alien invasion in Peru. Nerd Report was. You guys were here. You guys helped me. That's right. Jules helped me bring some of that news forward. And some of you other people. The proven alien invasion. We are the first ones, and we're going to get into it in a little bit, to look at the Blake Lively situation and go, you know what? Something's up here. And we're going to go over it in a little bit. Something's up here. I kind of feel like she has been getting the bad end of the stick. Not kind of. I do feel like she has. Again, I wasn't there. And she's getting the bad end of the stick for this situation. I don't know if she's a bad person or she's conceited or whatever, but we'll talk about it. There's receipts there. Get your questions up. Debate me. I got this.
All right, so
Back to the hearing. I don't know why this paused. What's going on? God dang it.
I take it that the council will abide by the statutory limitations on their notices with respect to any notices they believe to be appropriate. As to council's record on the mayor, basically repeating what the mayor said, I don't know how that advances the ball. We will comply with our ethical obligations with respect to trying this defendant's guilt in this courtroom and this courtroom alone. Thank you.
All right, so,
That's them. I paused. Now I wonder what the cops are they're specifically looking at. Oh, let's see what's going on. What's going on? Why are they on fast forward? What? All right, I'm gonna look for a better feed than that. I don't know. That's unacceptable. What the hell's going on, folks? What is going on for Christmas? Let me know in the comments. Let me see if there's a better feed of this. It's just beyond ridiculous. All right, let me see if this is better. All right, hold on. I think I found the better one. I mean, we could all agree the guy deserves a fair trial. I don't give a crap.
The mayor was talking to jurors, future potential jurors that elected him. Those are the people that elected him that he is talking to and calling this man a terrorist. So, Your Honor, I just want to make a record of this and put everyone on notice that this has to stop. And my client is entitled to a fair trial and the presumption of innocence. And we're going to fight these charges, whether it's in the state or federal.
By the way, folks, this Santa, I think my son was 4 or 5. He's 16 now. He made that. Because people are saying they like it, okay? He made that. And I read somewhere that when your kids make something, you show how proud you are of it, because it's very well made by showing it off, by posting it. So I always made sure to get a lot of his stuff he made, and I posted it. So there's a little bit of a suggestion for you all. So your kids understand that what they made is actually good, and they can get encouraged to do more. If you are an adult and you criticize or don't show appreciation to things your children make, they take it way more serious than you do, because they're kids. The world's massive to them. It's all new. So encourage them to be creative. Right there. Right there. I got some other stuff around too. And some of it's deteriorated. But it's always going to be here on the video, I guess, which is cool. But that's one thing I learned. Always encourage your kids to do that.
Federal to the fullest extent. Thank you, Your Honor.
all right, well, as you know, I have very little control as to what happens outside of this court. But I can guarantee you, as I guarantee every defendant that comes through these doors, that the defendant will receive a fair trial. And we will carefully select the jury if that time comes, or when that time comes. But yes, we should expedite discovery.
Your Honor, the discovery.
Damn, do you see that look Luigi gives the lawyer? Look at this. Look at this look. This guy's going to blow it, man. If he takes a stand, my prediction, this guy has some temper issues, man. Look at this guy. Watch him. Even his lawyer is kind of weird, right?
Your Honor, the discovery in this case is voluminous, to say the least. I have never.
He said, the lawyer said voluminous, and Luigi's like, I have no idea what that word is. So he's like lost. I'm one of those people that think this guy's not that smart.
Never seen a case with such volume of evidence, aside from the issue of the quality of the evidence. And I suggest to counsel, because we have a discovery portal, but given how much evidence there is against this defendant, it would be smarter if counsel could provide us with a 2 terabyte external drive rather than rely on the crashing of the portal. With respect to statement and identification notice, we will be giving that notice within the next 15 days. We're preparing an ADF. We'll do our best to expedite discovery, but I'll say that with redactions and with the volume of it, we're hoping to do it as best we can under, this is not a usual case in terms of the thousands of hours of video tracking and the like, and the fact that we're not only responsible for discovery in this county, but in Altoona, where the arrest was made and where several officers were involved. And we're in touch with those people, and we're going to get everything counsel's entitled to. As to other issues, I think a 30-day adjournment to see where we're at, and to, of course, counsel's aware of the various notices. We have notices as well. I take it that the council will abide by the statutory limitations on their notices with respect to any notices they believe to be appropriate. As to council's record on the mayor, basically repeating what the mayor said, I don't know how that advances the ball. We will comply with our ethical obligations with respect to trying this defendant's guilt in this courtroom and this courtroom alone. Thank you.
Yeah. So
This news is funded by viewers.
get out of here. I can't stand that lady. She loves using the word Latinx. F off, dumbass. All right, let's see if there's any updates to that. Get your questions in comments. I'll try to highlight them. Your questions in about Luigi before we move to our next topic. He's pled guilty. I mean, not guilty, sorry. His body language says guilty. Defiance. He must know what's going on out there. You know what I mean? Drones, drones, drones. All right, let's get back to let me see. I'm surprised he pled not guilty. I think he wants his story and opinion out there, and it will be with the trial. Everybody pleads not guilty. All right, let's get to this mess right here. Let's get to this mess. Okay. I'm just gonna get some thoughts out there and tell you where it's at and stuff. Justin Baldini, I guess he was in a CW show. He was in a CW show for a while. He's popular in that circle. He directed this movie called what is it? It Ends With Us, and it's based on books. He acquired the rights to the movies, right? But the distributor, Sony Pictures, so you got to follow me with this. The distributor is Sony Pictures. So without Sony Pictures, the movie doesn't get in theaters. That's just the way it works. So we know Blake Lively. She has a lot of people kind of want to give her a bad rap because of that interview she had where she was asked about her bump, which she was pregnant during the time. She took it the wrong way and gave that reporter a very hard time. She came off as a bitch, all right? Her and Parker Posey. So her reputation kind of took a beating there, right? Plus, she kind of looks like Amber Heard. I hate to say it. She does, right? So all that kind of mixed up. People have their judgment. So she's making this movie. It ends with us. Who's seen it? Who's seen the movie? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? I watched it last night. It looks like a Lifetime movie on steroids, a little bit. Great cinematography. Fun. You watched it yesterday too? It was fun. The tone is weird because it's kind of like romantic. It's a romance story, but then like within the 2 hours, you get like really like a little sprinkle of what is it? Abuse. How would I say? I gotta be careful with my words, all right? So you get a little sprinkle of that, almost to the point where like, am I watching a movie? Because I saw the trailer and I knew about all the controversy, what it's supposed to be about DV and everything. And I'm watching the movie and I'm thinking, there's no DV in here. The tone is weird. Okay? The tone is weird. There definitely are two movies in there. One about domestic violence, and the other one a romantic, not comedy, but just a romance, like a fantasy, chick flick. There's two movies in there. So there's two cuts, as has been reported, and I guess her cut, the Blake Lively one, is the one they're using to show in theaters and Netflix. Now, is the movie bad? No, the movie's not bad, but it's not like anything great. I think something that I wanted to watch so I could be more in tune when I reported if people gave a crap and stuff. The acting's good. I really felt the chemistry. And anyone who's seen it, let me know if you think if you disagree or agree, because I'm interested to see if anyone liked this movie. Yes, it's based on books. So I thought the chemistry was very good between Baldoni and Lively. Their chemistry was real good. I felt like the romantic scenes were like too many. Like it's like, come on, man, another one. Cinematography was good. The wardrobe stuff was good. There's some cheesy stuff aspect. I'll tell you why not sue Sony. I'll tell you in a little bit. Just remind me later. People are asking why didn't she sue Sony? And also remember that this thing I'm calling a lawsuit, is it a complaint or is it a lawsuit? I'm confused. Anyways, back to the movie. It is a chick flick more than it is a DV important message. There were two cuts of the film, and this makes sense. And I think the director, Justin Baldini, who's the co-actor with her, this guy right here, co-actor with Blake, wanted to make a DV movie. This guy in real life, he's obsessed with being a champion for women and stuff, and how evil and toxic masculinity is. And look, man, masculinity can never be toxic. Assholes are toxic. Masculinity has nothing to do with being toxic. That's another conversation. But this guy, and I made a video earlier, do not trust these kind of guys. He goes over and beyond to show how he's on ladies' side. And that to me is sending a signal, like, because women like that. They get attracted to that, some of them. And to me, it's like, yeah, it's the predator, or maybe, I'm not saying he is, but a lot of those guys are sus, man. All right? A lot of those guys are sus. So he was proud. He made the movie. He wanted to, again, men are bad. I'm the only one that could save you, ladies. Watch my movie. It's a DV. That's the message, you know. Sony Pictures came in and said, look, we're distributing it. We're doing the distribution. And what we're going to do is this is now a romantic film first. It's a chick flick first, DV movie second. So the cut I saw, the cut that's out there seems like that exactly. So when you see Blake advertising the movie as more lighthearted and advertising her brand of alcohol, whatever, and acting goofy, it's because Sony probably asked her to. She's a team player. She's a studio person. Her and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, is good with the studios. That's Sony. The producers, though, are Justin Baldini, right? He wanted to take it a different direction, to keep going with his preaching or whatever. So when I watched them again, this has something to do with the review. This is my review of the movie. It's a tug of war film. It's confused, in my opinion. It's a confused film, definitely. And it's kind of like, dude, spoiler alert, she ends up with the dude from, come on, man, seriously. And also, there's a few things I had an issue with. There were we saw certain events one way, and then when she rethought of them, they were another. So I was like, is she like the Joker? She doesn't know like what's going on. Other than that, it's an okay movie. It's interesting. I did watch it till the end and it was late. All right. Did I waste my time, Mike? Hey, maybe I did because no one's fucking watching this shit. But whatever. Listen, I know what I'm talking about. At least I know what I'm talking about. Blake Lively. All right. So this guy, let's go. The movie's okay. It's fine. Whatever. If you're covering the movie, watch the. If you're covering what happened in the movie, watch the movie. All right. Does that make sense? That's what I suggest to people. So you know what's up. Incredible. Look, this was probably Oscar winning. The movie's on Netflix. Yeah. The movie, probably the acting deserves an Oscar. To know that these two hated each other and they acted so in love during the movie. Because I bought it. I bought the chemistry. They have a great chemistry in the movie. Okay? In my opinion. Perfect chemistry. Like almost too good. Almost like they were in love and I don't know. Okay? So that acting is good, especially when you hear this complaint thing that just came out. Now, I do think it was sus that the complaint comes out now, right in time to promote the Netflix show. All right. So look, they're filming this movie, and before they're done, the writer's strike happens. Now listen to what I'm going to tell you very closely, because this is inside knowledge. All right. Everyone who's watching right now is going to have one up. Okay. The writer's strike comes, no one's working. This is in the middle of a terrible economy. No one's working for the writer's strike. How long did that last? We got the writer's strike, and then we got the actor's strike as well. No one's working. Okay, director's strike. So as soon as that ends, Blake Lively has an emergency meeting and calls her husband, calls everybody and goes, listen, we're going to continue the thing, this film, but there's got to be these rules moving forward or else I'm done. And that's a big key issue right there, because that means everybody was at the meeting. Everybody knows about the meeting. All right. She goes, and I'm going to tell you why she continued. I'm going to tell you right now why I think she continued with the movie and didn't stop. Didn't just, and I got inside information because I work there. Not with this movie, but I know how these people work. I cover them. Go to Nuke the Fridge. I got more interviews with people like this. Listen. She has the meeting, and this is on record. It's got to be on record according to the complaint. She talks about this dude talking to her dead dad. Yeah, exactly, Jennifer. She doesn't have to quit the movie because they're harassing her. He needs to leave. We'll get to that. Jennifer, bring that up later, okay? Listen. She brings everybody in. She brings a demand. Don't talk about my dead dad. Don't barge in when I'm getting dressed. No, don't go overboard with the sex scenes. There's even something I think I read it. He wants to talk about his religion. And the weird one was, next time there's a COVID exposure, let me know so I could have my kids out of here. Well, they're COVID on the set? What the hell? Hollywood is really into, like, obsessed with COVID. Now, I'm assuming everyone was there, right? Sony rep, everyone was there. All right? Here's the key. It goes on and on and on, like ridiculous shit. They all agree to stop. Why, if this isn't happening, why would they agree to stop? Why would they agree to stop? Hold on. Sorry. Grayson reports out there. All right. Where was I? So they agree to stop. How do you agree to stop something that you didn't do? How do you agree to stop something that you didn't do? That makes no sense. So it's kind of like they admit to guilt. I don't know. Now, people are like, why didn't she just stop being in there? She's being abused. Okay. What Jennifer Marie says, if she is a victim, oh my God. What's up, Popcorn Planet? Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, guys. Thank you for the raid. Andy Signor over there. Merry Christmas to you and your family. We're talking Blake Lively and my take on this shit. We're talking Blake Lively and my take on her and why I think Justin Baldini is probably a creep, man. What's up, everybody? Now, do I think Blake Lively is awesome, like a good person? Probably not. I don't know. What's up, Andy Raid? Hearts for Andy. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas, Andy. Look. So she has that meeting with everybody. Hey, dude, this has got to stop. He's talking about my dead dad. He's pushing his religion on me. My kid on the side. My kid was exposed to COVID. He keeps, talking about his corn addiction. What is that? Now that's all discussed in that meeting. That is the receipts right there, folks. And whether or not you like Blake Lively or not, that is big. That is big that she had the meeting. Now, here comes the other thing, and I saw part of this discussed on Popcorn Planet. Shout out Popcorn Planet. Hit that one if you were over there. Hit that one. Let me know where you're watching from. Why did she continue with the production? Okay, it is simple in my brain why she did that. There could be two reasons. There could be one because she didn't want. There could be something out of the goodness of her heart, and I'll tell you why. Or she didn't want to be looked as an asshole. Okay, okay, listen. Like I said, there was a writer's strike. There was a writer's strike. No one was getting paid. Not even the people working with this film. Imagine they come out of the writer's strike after not getting paid, and she goes, "Oh, I don't want to do the movie anymore." And how people don't believe, a lot of people don't believe victims or accusers. Yeah, she got paid, but so did everybody else. She's not the only one getting paid for this movie. There's the costume designer. There's the script writer. There's the lighting guy. There's the co-director. There's the promotion department. Everyone's getting paid, making a living. All right. Kristen, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you, Kristen. So that is probably a reason why she waited till the thing's on Netflix. And by the way, the thing made a shitload of money. $350 million? Wow. If you guys want to support the channel and get me to $35, do what Kristen did and a few others and hit that super chat. So that's pretty much my take. This dude, you had the writer's strike. She comes in, does her meeting. She puts 30 things they have to do. She brings the receipts via witnesses. Now, people are asking, why did she not sue Sony Pictures? Again, I do believe that like a Ryan Reynolds and a Blake, they want to still be cool with the studio, and Sony Pictures distributes the movie. Baldini owns the rights to the books, I guess, to film. That's the way it's going. All right. Another one. Christine with another one. Thank you. Kristen Grove, thank you for the super chat. And look, I'm going to go ahead and be an asshole here. Do you want me to be an asshole? Hashtag asshole. Do you want me to be real honest, man, as a person of experience? And this doesn't mean anyone, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. So for all I know, Baldini is the greatest dude, and he's being, do you want me to be blatantly honest? She wanted to get paid along with everyone else, though. She deserves to get paid for her work. If she's a victim here, I don't know if she's a victim here, but it looks like she is, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. You could guess who I'm talking about, okay? You guess what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anybody here. When you are constantly preaching how pro-feminist you are all fucking day and how sensitive you are to women's needs and everything like that, and listen to what I'm saying, don't get triggered. Beware of that person, ladies. It always, I don't know. It's weird. More and more, if you all want to say that Blake is a narcissist, I'm going to say, man, this dude, I don't know. Really. I think a lot of times, unfortunately, and I don't know because I wasn't there, this is just my opinion, a lot of people that preach stuff are guilty of the stuff they preach against, right? I think they are. This guy is like freaking always talking about toxic masculinity, this, toxic this, and then he gets accused of this. And here's the deal. And I hope he's not guilty. I do, man, because he's got a family too. And like, look, the directing skill is really good and stuff, but his shit's falling apart. All right. Her friends are backing her up. He's got a podcast called Man Enough. Come on, bro. What kind of beta shit is that, dude? The co-host fucking left. This guy is so desperate to be on the ladies' good side, man. And when I started researching it, I'm like, this dude is sus, man. I'm just saying that's my opinion. Again, I don't know. That interview Blake did with the lady, the YouTuber, it's not in good taste, man. She made the reporter feel like shit. That's not cool. Right? But man, having a meeting with the rules, having a meeting with the rules. I'm just saying, look, beware of dudes that constantly say they women are better, this and that, and believe all women no matter what, and be afraid of those dudes. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know anything about this situation. I hope I'm wrong, and this is not the popular view here. This is not the popular view in the world. Okay? That reporter wasn't a good interviewer. Nowhere near the same level as Lewis. Look, when I do my interviews, they're on Nuke the Fridge, okay? When I do my interviews, I keep it about the film. I do know that there are a lot of people, women especially, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. As a guy, I don't ask what the fuck you were wearing. I don't. But look, maybe it's relevant to the film. If the movie's about costumes and you know it's a period piece, I do ask about the wardrobe. I don't talk about people being pregnant or if their personal life, because that could get you in trouble. Kristen, thanks for the gift and membership. Who's gonna match her? Who's gonna match her? Who's gonna match her? But this guy, this Baldini guy, man, he has video after video talking about toxic masculinity, man. Let me tell you, dude, toxic and masculinity, it's like oil and water. They don't fucking mix, bro. Masculinity is about caring for your family, dude. To be truthful, it's being there Yes, it's being there for your wife if she, or her partner if they need it. It's support. But when you start being an asshole and you put toxic and man, that's just asshole. Those masculinity and asshole are two separate things. But you're preaching that shit at like, he has videos of this shit. He's in front of like a bunch of people lecturing with a you know how they do it with the microphone, reading a teleprompter probably in bunch of a place full of women, and he's like, oh, you know, I was told to be a man like this, and then you get accused of this. What the hell is going on? And dudes, look, I know a lot of my audience is women, but dudes, do not let anybody say toxic masculinity. Do not let anybody say that. They don't go together. There's no such thing. There's assholes. That has nothing to do with masculinity. I'm going to say it right now. I'm done. It's 2025. And I got to be honest with everybody. Even more honest. I can't lie anymore. I'm too old for this. I can't sit here and fucking say the shit everybody wants to hear. And I'm telling you right now that if I did video after video attacking Blake Lively, I'd probably get more views. But right now, I'm not going to do it because I think she has points. Okay? Would Blake Lively approve me for an interview? Fuck no. Probably. She's probably watching right now going, hey, we got to hire this fucking crazy Cuban to do our PR. Exactly. Both men and women. I'm female, and both men and women can both be toxic to each other. Yes, and it has nothing to do with being feminine or masculine. It's just toxic. We're fucking human. We need more unity among humans. We don't need more fucking separation, labels, or bullshit. All right? Kristen, just become a member. I'm going to keep it real, Julissa. Thank you for your support. Again, the big deal here is that meeting after the writer's strike. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. To put, I don't want this. And if that shit wasn't happening, the normal thing to do would be to say, F you, lady, I'm not agreeing to this because I don't do that. That's what I would do. If somebody came with accusations, hey, I'll come on your podcast, but we got to stop doing this. You better stop talking about religion. Better stop, whatever, kissing me on the lips. I'd be like, listen, I'm not signing off to this because it's not happening. That's why I'm not signing off to it. Right, Heather, whatever? Thanks for that super chat. By the way, all super chat proceeds go to feeding Mama Leka, feeding my son, and Grayson Report, who's in front of me right now looking pissed as hell because she is a fan of Justin Baldini. Not just kidding. Again, why were they advertising two films? Because Sony decided that this is a romantic, almost comedy. And they probably talked to the crew and went, this is how we're marketing it. And then Justin probably didn't want to do it that way, right? I agree with you, Lewis. Thank you, Shelly. And Shelly, if you don't agree with me, it's okay. It's okay. But Shelly, thanks for your support. I hope you have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Happy New Year. I may have a stream during New Year. I'm not sure. If you guys are down with that, let me know in the comments. Now, there is a thing going out there about Blake Lively claiming that some creators are trying to slander her or ruin her reputation. And this is because allegedly Justin Baldini is hired a PR firm to smear her. Do I think that's happening? Look, there's emails now that are out. I haven't read them. I fucking hate when people use other people's emails in private. I just do. Those things could even be photoshopped. I don't know. Do I think that YouTuber that was doing the interview and asked about the pregnancy, the bump, do I think she's a paid person to make Blake look bad? No, I don't. Do I think Popcorn Planet is paid to make Blake look bad? No, that's bullshit. Leave fucking Popcorn Planet alone. He doesn't get paid by anybody to put his opinion there. Do I disagree with Andy's take on this? Partially, yeah. That's fine. We're still in the fucking same team. No one is reaching out to creators. Well, at least that I know of. And trying to smear Blake Lively. People are forming their own opinions. That's the bottom line. All right? Does it look good on the complaint? And also, is this a complaint or is it a lawsuit or what the hell's going on? So there's that aspect. There's that aspect. Right? But Blake's got support. Blake's got support. Ryan Reynolds was promoting this film. You could see an interview with him in the cast. Now, I'll be fair, I did hear that there is a conspiracy theory that Blake Lively wants to direct or wants to write to the next movie. And this is a book. This is a book series. The first one's called It Ends With Us. And the second one is called It Starts With Us. Yeah, the second one's called It Starts With Us. Does it seem like it'll be a good storyline? No. I think it ends with the first one, man. But what do you all think? Let me know in the comments. Did I make sense? I think I did. If you came in and be in the middle of it, you may want to rewind a little bit. Is she doing this to repair her image? Who knows? Yeah, she probably is. Look, I think maybe, and I don't know, her image got tarnished. She got a hold of those emails. There may be some bitterness between Justin and her. Of course, there probably is because of the entire meeting. Look, if that meeting happened and it looks like it did, no one's going to want to work with this dude. Especially if everyone signed off on it, meaning the harassment did happen, in my opinion. If you're signing, again, if some person comes up to me and goes, stop doing this, and I go, and I wasn't doing it, I'd be saying, bro, I didn't do this. So I'm not signing off to shit. So she probably saw her image being tarnished and goes, F it. I'm going to wait till it comes out on streaming, and then I'm going to drop the complaint or the lawsuit or whatever it is. Mew, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. I believe Blake. I got to say, I do. And I'm not saying it's said. I could be wrong. But I'm using common sense and people's actions, the way my personal experience at junkets. Listen, again, the studio dictates how the movie is marketed. The studio has the moolah, okay? Has the money. The studio has the money. They said it's a lighthearted romantic comedy. What could I say? That's what they wanted it marketing as. Boldini probably said, F you, it's not. It's a DV, a film. Mew, thank you. And let's see some hearts for you. You're Heather Whatever says, you're great, Lewis. I did miss part of it. My male dog had to go reestablish his territory for 5 minutes until the next dog came along. It might be a female. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Shelly says, I can't blame her if he was always talking about sex and being weird. I'd be upset. Who wants to hear that stuff? Exactly. And look, it's acting. And I gotta say, this movie, they're acting, both of these people, their acting was stupendous, because I do feel like those two liked each other. They wanted each other. It's like every 2 seconds, the guy's taking off his shirts and Blake is drooling. And now we're getting this, that she didn't like him personally. So that's good acting, especially if you hate someone, right? Or maybe they did like each other, so then you have to pretend you didn't like it. I don't know. I'm not putting that in. I'm not putting in there. Sadly, with Hollywood being Hollywood and everything coming to light nowadays, it's hard to know who and what to believe. Yeah. I'm just saying, look, the entire point of this video is I don't know shit. I'm just going by what I see, is innocent until proven guilty. Boldini is not guilty. He's being accused. Okay? But holy shit, having a meeting is big, in my opinion. And it's incriminating. That's what it is. You believe her? Who's okay, listen, I'm gonna do a poll. What team are you in? Don't vote now. What team are you in? What team are you in? All right. I'm gonna do the poll of all polls. We're gonna end it right. We're gonna decide right now. Where the hell is the poll, please? All right, we're gonna decide this shit right now, folks. Blake. I almost said Luigi. I'm going to put the poll up right now, so stay put, folks. Baldoni. Okay. Poll has started. We need to get at least 100 likes here, folks. At least 100 likes. People are acting like Blake Lively was out of line for not wanting to promote the movie with him. But if someone did that to you, honestly, would you? No, you wouldn't. Oh, you mean actually not going with him? That may not have been on the, you mean to promote, Jennifer? That may not be on the contract, in the contract. I think people, look at the poll here. I think people are going on Blake's side now. I appreciate you all listening to me. Because I think I brought up some common sense argument, man. You don't have to choose right now. That's fine. Again, why isn't she suing Sony? Because Ryan Reynolds is massive. And why break that? Sony is a distributor. They don't make the movie. If she sues Sony, Her career is done. The leaked, Jennifer says the leaked messages with the PR firm is what changed my mind to be pro Blake on this one. Well, that doesn't help. I hate leaked messages. I think that's dirty, man. To go into people's DMs, I think that's dirty. But it's out there. So this complaint has not been filed in court. Attorneys have not yet started elements for cases of the act. It's a PR stunt to release the stock. Okay. I don't know. Everyone's calling it a lawsuit. I may change the title of this. Blake Lively, there's a lot of people right now, 88% nerd troopers. %88 of nerd troopers. I have a smart chat. I mean, people have knee-jerk reactions. And what about Amber Heard coming back to, oh my God. All right. I'm also setting up a super chat goal. I will buy 5. Hold on a second. All right. I set up a super chat goal. It's going to go right now. Then if I get $5 super chats, I will buy Lisa and Mama Lekka dinner. Okay? It's timed. Check it out. $5 super chats. I will buy Lisa and Mama Lekka dinner. And Lisa's like, you'll buy it anyways, bitch. Amber Heard's like Meghan Markle. If she stands next to you, move away. Don't let anyone photograph that. Yeah. Blake's half sibling, Jason Lively, was in the horror film Night of the Creeps. Wow. Nice. I know that movie. We need an extra opinion in the poll. I can't decide for either right now. Well, then wait. Let's wait a little bit. I will do that. I will make that poll later on another feed. Heather, whatever. Thanks for the super chat. I'm broke, you guys. I know. Heather, that one's going to go to the... So 4 more. That one's going to go to the 5. Heather, thank you. Hearts for Heather. In the chat. Hearts for Heather, whatever. I think, okay, so Sarai says, I think he did these things discussed in that production meeting. He should be taken. Okay, you think if he did these things discussed in the production meeting, he should be taken to court. I don't think he is like that, but I could be wrong. Does anybody follow him before, like, was a fan? He's a CW guy. He's a CW guy. Man, I gotta be honest with you. Listen, I went through a lot of these so-called Blake Lively videos that will make her look bad, and I didn't see that many, man. I mean, I was kind of like, eh. I'm really on the fence with this. Let's look at that poll right now. 17% on Baldini's side, 83 Blake Lively. Is that a shocker, folks? Is that a shocker? Lisa Grayson Report saw part of the movie. What do you think of the movie, Lisa? It's a chick flick? Yeah. Okay, Lisa is over there saying it's a chick flick. Okay, did it feel like a domestic violence? No, it didn't, right? All right, Lisa agrees with me that the movie did not feel like a DV film, which again, the cut they used was more of a chick flick. And Sony goes, we're going to do this. We're going to make this a chick flick. That's why her marketing was chick flicky. Wherever she was marketing the thing like a chick flick movie. And where Justin was a DV movie. Now, I thought the premise that what I thought was going to happen in the movie, like be more about half the movie's about how everything's great and then it just turns to the dark side. I thought that premise was really, really interesting, but I don't think the film delivered that very well. Beat says the movie sucked. Has anybody seen the movie? Never heard of them before. You're very familiar with Blake's work. I saw her in The Shallows. You thought it was a DV movie? I think it was more the tone was just cuckoo. All right, folks, we need 12 more likes here. I'm gonna take it to the chat right now. I want to go to the chat. 12 more likes. If you have any comments, get them in now. I'm gonna be winding down this stream. I'm going to be winding down this stream. You gave a super chat? What'd you give? Just gave one? Or a like? You just gave the like? Yeah, let's get that like. 4 more. Last minute questions, answers, or whatever. Let's go here. What the hell's going on with my YouTube? Kayla says, I don't even know who he was. I only knew about Blake because I'm a Scarlett Johansson fan, and that colored my opinion of her as a homewrecker. What's the deal with that? I don't follow that shit. Scarlett because was Scarlett Johansson with Ryan Reynolds? Was she, Ching? I don't know. I don't even like her husband's because he cheated with Blake. Is that what it is? Was Scarlett Johansson with Ryan Reynolds? Well, I could see if that was the case. I mean, people have a opinion. I have seen every movie Blake has been in, and I love her, but I truly hope she's not lying. Did you like Did you like the movie? It Ends with Us. They were married. I just don't follow who marries who, right? I do my interviews, and I you go to Nuke the Fridge for that. I do my interviews, and I don't really, I'm not aware of their personal issue because I don't even want to ask about that. All right, folks, I'm gonna drop Grayson Reports channel in the comments. I think she goes live tomorrow. So Grayson Report right now in the comments. I'm dropping the link. Hit that link. Sub to her channel. Check out her videos. Check out her older videos. Oh, we got 101 subs, huh? I mean, likes. All right. I want to thank everyone who watched our live. We'll be back with some more videos. We have some more videos up right now that very few people got notified for. So take this time to make sure you are subscribed to Nerd Report, and we'll be back very soon. Nerd out.